Hello, stylish people out there. So today we have a fitness coach, Rahul Shetty, who's going to take us through his inspiring journey and also is going to talk about some fun things related to fitness. Hi, Rahul.
Hi, Srishti.
Could you introduce yourself?
I'm Rahul Shetty. I'm basically from Kudapur. I'm 28 years old. I was born and brought up in Bangalore. My first job was Cult. I joined there as a manager. And from there, I just spent 7 years in one organization, and from there, no looking back.
So there's this one question which lingers on my mind.
Okay.
How do I lose weight in 7 days?
Firstly, you shouldn't start your fitness journey in terms of losing weight. You should always start your fitness journey in terms of staying consistent. So weight loss comes later in the part because your priority has to be on you getting used to the routine first. And also doing it on a healthier note helps you survive on a long run.
Awesome. It gets very difficult for me to get off my bed and really work out. So how do I motivate myself?
Even there are times that even I stay on my bed and I don't have that mindset of going to gym and doing my training. What I do is, on those particular days, all you need to do is just focus on not doing an intense workout. Maybe just go to the gym, re-rack the weights in the gym, whichever has been there. Keep your intensity very low, very moderate, so that the idea is to move with the purpose, not with an intensity. So what happens in that case is, when I know that okay, I'm not gonna keep my workout intense, when I'm gonna make it easy, more likely I will go and do it, because I know that I'm gonna keep it easy on those days. So workouts doesn't always have to be intense. That's what stresses you out to stay more likely on your bed. Just because you think about, I have to go and do this on intense training now. Don't think about that. Don't think about that word intense. Think about you taking it easy, just going to the gym, maybe do some walk in the gym. Keep it very simple, very easy, so that you can tell yourself that okay, fine, it's gonna be easy for me to go and get the gym, get the workout done for today.
So is 1 day of intense training better or 4 days of consistent workout?
Consistency beats intensity any day. For an example, let's say I've been doing something for about 15 minutes every day and I am consistent for 365 days. I'm doing something for 1 hour every day, but I am not consistent for 365 days. Where do you think you see the changes?
Right.
It's the 15 minutes that you do every single day on 365 days is where you start seeing changes. Consistency is everything.
So often in this world of social media, we see a lot of fancy food has come in, which really helps us gain better nutrition balances and a better nutrition diet. However, it's very difficult to afford avocados every day for a lot of people out there. So how do we actually get fit with food or ingredients that are available easily and at a reasonable price?
It's a very good question though, because I see a lot of people where they end up falling for fancy stuff out there. Fancy stuff attracts your eyes, right? When I go look at some shining veggies out there, I'm like, wow, I think these are the veggies that I'm supposed to consume. But I also have to ask a question to myself: am I able to do this on every single day? Maybe today I'm able to afford that, but am I able to do it tomorrow? Will I be able to do it day after tomorrow? Right, as we were talking about consistency. So fancy stuff is only for some time, right? The basic stuff which keeps you going on a long run. For an example, let's say I asked you to get some carrots or cucumber in one of the vegetable shop out there. I also tell you to pick avocados and come every day. Now what happens is, you'll be like, okay, let me go find avocados every day. You go to the vegetable store every single day, and then you try finding your avocados. One day maybe you will not find it. On those days you will be disappointed. You'll be like, I did not find whatever I'm supposed to get from there. But if I ask you to get something very simple which is easily available, your carrots, your cucumber, brinjal, all of this is very easily available in the market. So when you know that if it's easily available, more likely you will stick to it on a long run. Fancy food comes in quick, goes back quicker. But the simple stuff, you will not break your head on doing it on a regular basis, right? So always go for whichever is convenient, whichever is easy, whichever is simple, because simple is where you need to focus on, not on fancy. Fancy maybe it will get you started, but you will not survive.
So support the local and be fit. So the silliest excuse you have come across for not working out?
Maybe going and meeting a friend out there, having late night parties with friends, and compromising on the fitness part. Maybe that could be my silliest excuse that I've given so far.
Does workout cure the hangover?
Absolutely, it does. Now you need to be aware of how much workout should be done when you have the hangover. See, when you know that you are having that hangover, you don't have to go to gym and do the same intensity workout that you've been doing it in the earlier times. You know that you've had a hangover. On those days, you can just go to the gym, take it easy, take it light, just sweat it out in a moderate pace. You don't have to keep it very intense because your body is coming out of the hangover. It has to be on a healthier note. Anything that you do, just ask this question to yourself: am I doing it on a healthier note? Right? Now, a lot of people would have this kind of a mindset where, oh, I have a hangover, let me go to gym and let me finish, let me, bring that sweat out. That's not the way to do it. Your body has had that fun previous night. Now you should always be mindful in terms of taking your body on a right note, giving the right training so that you're not getting exhausted.
What's the quickest way of making abs?
Quickest way of making abs? I really don't have one right now. It's because I do not focus on making abs. I focus on building strength, having great health, having a great lifestyle, because I don't do abs to influence people out there, or maybe to have that show off kind of a thing. No, because it doesn't come easy. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of effort. For an example, let's say if I'm into a bodybuilding competition, then that's going to be my full-time thing where I need to build my abs, where I need to have a toned abs and everything. But that's not my full-time thing, right? Now here I'm focusing on being healthy, being fit, right? And I don't have to have abs for being fit, right? A lot of people have that, impression of thinking, okay, having abs is gonna make me look fit. Okay, fine, you look fit, but are you strong by having abs? So it's all about you having abs on a short term. Maybe you can do it, but not on a healthier way, right? It takes time. So as you stay consistent, as you start doing those sacrifices, that's when you start seeing those changes. So there is no quick way when it comes to workout, because that's somewhere you'll have to sweat it out. You'll have to put in the effort, put in the hard work, right? It doesn't come where I can just go to a shop and buy some, or with money I can't buy abs. So that takes some time, but do not rush into the process. As I said, do it on a healthier note, you will definitely see the changes.
So Rahul, too much of proteins or too less of carbs?
Now that completely depends on the goal that you have. Now, let's say if your goal is really simple in terms of losing weight, then you can keep everything in balance. You don't have to eat too much of carbs, not too much of protein. Keeping everything in balance, what happens is you will more likely stick to it on a long run, because your goal is to stay healthy and stay fit. Now, let's say if your goal is to build muscle, then there is some percentage of protein which goes up, the carbs which comes down. So it purely depends on your goal. What I would suggest is keeping your meals balanced is something you will more likely do it on a long run. That's what I've been doing. That's why you don't see abs, but I'm fit enough, okay? The idea here is, it's because I stay with family, right? Now I can't go and tell my mom, we have 4 members in the family. Now what happens is, I can't keep pressurizing my mom to cook high protein meals for me, nor I will have time to cook high protein meals every single day. So what I end up doing is, I tell mom just to keep things really simple and easy, so that I have everything in my plate. When I look at my plate, I have proteins, carbs, fiber and fats, right? So when I keep it simple, when I keep it balanced, it's more likely you will stick to it on a long run. So that purely depends on your goal. So there are one set of people who would want to build muscle, one set of people who would want to lose weight, one set of people who would want to get toned, one set of people who would want to reduce their body fat, increase their muscle mass. So depending on your goal, you need to do those changes. As long as you're looking out to lose weight and stay healthy and stay fit, balanced meal is the best, where everything is equally balanced.
So often people would come to you saying that I only want to work on certain body parts, not everything. Do you think that is the right way of achieving fitness?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Why? Because, for an example, let's say if I'm doing a squat movement, it's a lower body movement, right? So when I'm doing that particular movement, it is not just my one muscle which is supporting the movement. There are multiple muscles. There are my hamstring, my quads, my inner thighs, my calf muscle, my lower back, my glutes. Now, when you're doing that particular movement, all of those muscles are supporting you to do the movement. Don't you think you're supposed to equally train all of those muscles? It is as simple as that. When you train each and every muscle group, what happens is on a long run you will start seeing the benefits. Today you might be doing it for looks, but are the looks are going to be there for a long run? No, right? It's the strength, it's the structure that you add to your fitness has to be in place so that on a long run you will feel great that you've done it right.
So often we have a full-time jobs, then we have to balance our household work as well, and it gets very stressful to work out. How do we manage that?
Firstly, you need to understand when you start with your fitness journey has to be so simple that it supports your day-to-day activity. For an example, me being a fitness coach, this is my full-time job. Me training every day for 2 hours makes sense because I need to be good at what I'm doing. You're working, you have a full-time job, right? Fitness is not your full-time job, you're not a fitness coach. You have a day-to-day task to complete, you have a family to take care of, you have daily tasks to complete, right? On what you need to do is keeping your fitness routine very easy, very simple, so that it makes you more efficient in terms of handling your day-to-day task. When you do too much of fitness, it will strain you, it will stress you, where you will feel that, oh, fitness is not for me, and you will more likely stay away from it. Remember this, if you have a full-time job, ensure your fitness is in moderate so that your fitness starts supporting your day-to-day activities, where your fitness shouldn't stress you out from your day-to-day activities.
What is great lifestyle according to you?
What is great lifestyle according to me? First is being disciplined. Discipline doesn't just come in terms of your fitness. Discipline comes in terms of everything. If you want to wake up early in the morning, you need discipline. If you have to go to bed early in the night, you need discipline. If you have to hit the gym, you need discipline. If you have to eat your meals, you need discipline. So discipline comes in everything. Having a great lifestyle, first comes your discipline in terms of anything that you do. Let's say I've ordered pizza for you today. Eating a slice of pizza, there's some discipline goes into eating also. So making sure that you have a discipline in terms of anything that you do, which leads you to a great lifestyle.
Do you need fancy gym to stay fit?
No, definitely not. All you need is a great willpower and a strong mindset to get the workout done. Even if you have a pair of dumbbell and a workout mat, it is more than enough for you to see changes. You don't need a fancy gym. Fancy gym is just for attraction.
What is the best time to work out?
What is the best time to work out? Now, that depends from person to person, right? You might be working late in the night. You might be having late night shifts where you come home early in the morning. Your workout routine would be different from mine, right? What I would suggest is everybody have different routine out here, right? Me being a fitness coach, I have a different routine where I wake up early in the morning at 5:30, but I end up working out in the noon. What I would suggest people out there is to finish off your routine in the morning itself, the fitness routine, so that you don't have that stress of making time later in the evening, right? And that later will never come. So the best way to do it is do it in the morning, or maybe if you have time in the noon, good. So best time is to work out in the noon basically, because that's when your testosterone level is higher and where you have higher energy level, where you can go to the gym and spend that energy level. What happens in the evening is as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your body is getting adapted to dark light now. So then your energy level will slowly stop coming down. That's why you see a lot of people say that try not to eat later in the evening so that your metabolism is not high enough right now. So the best way to do it in the noon, but I would say if you have a hectic routine, then finish it off in the morning so that you don't have to stress it out.
Thank you very much for being on our channel, and guys, stay fit with Shetty.
See you soon, guys.